one of the most unsettling feelings for new retirees is actually seeing the balance in their retirement accounts start to go down, right? You're taking money out for the first time, and that can just seem strange. And it's just human nature for you to want to stop that from happening. But I encourage you not to do that, because the years when you first retire are the ones that are likely going to be your healthiest and most active. And so you don't want to sacrifice unnecessarily. So yes, it's unsettling to see those account balances start to go down. You know, if you're fortunate and the stock market is doing well that first couple years, you may not even see the accounts go down, because the accounts might be growing at a rate faster than what you're taking money out. But for most of us, we're going to see our account balances go down. That feels unnatural, but I want you to fight that feeling and just know that, you know, this is what you worked for. This is what you saved for 30 or 40 years, whatever the case may be. I've been helping retirees plan for this moment and transition into this moment for over 20 years. So know it's going to feel uncomfortable, but don't let that stop you from enjoying taking the money out and actually enjoying your retirement. Unfortunately, we're not going to be healthy forever. So you've got a plan, stick with the plan, and don't try to save that money. The money that you planned on withdrawing, enjoy it, go out and use it. You don't want to regret later, if you do have a health issue, that you didn't take advantage of the youth of your senior years. So that's the first thing that retirees kind of struggle with in the first couple of months. The other one, frankly, that's a really big one. And let's go for a walk. We'll chat about some of these. Another one that's really big is just your relationship with your spouse. You know, it's going to change. You know, maybe both of you have retired, maybe only one of you retired, but either way, your relationship, the time you spend together is going to be different one way or another. And just know that it's going to be a little uncomfortable. It's going to take an adjustment, and be patient with one another, be caring with one another, and be open and have honest communications about what is working and maybe what's causing stress. You would be in the small minority if retirement didn't cause at least some stress in your relationship. It's very rare that both spouses are saying, oh, you know, we're so much more in love with each other now that we're retired. It's a big life change, and you want to make sure, you want to do what you can to make that positive, and just know that it's coming and be willing to invest the time in one another. It's so important. It's so worthwhile. So know that that's coming, and just pre-commit that you're going to spend the time, you're going to be open, you're going to have communications with one another, and you're going to commit to making this transition a positive thing for both of you. One of the things I would caution you on is, if one person had responsibility for a certain area of your life, and they want to hold on to that responsibility, well, the new retiree should not be coming in and saying, oh, you know, I'm going to take this over. You know, the joke is the joke is the husband. The husband retires and comes home and starts, you know, alphabetizing the food pantry. You don't want to be that person. So that's just a joke, but that's the kind of things. It's easy to just kind of step on each other's toes. Another thing, and this is more of a recent phenomenon, but it's an important one. And before I get there, if you're finding this video helpful, do me a favor, hit the like button. It does help other people find videos like this that hopefully they can find helpful. If you haven't subscribed yet, think about subscribing. It would mean a lot to me. Okay, so another one that, again, is kind of recent is just the impact of inflation. You know, inflation in the last 18 months has really been a double-edged sword, and inflation's been going on for more than 18 months. It's gotten higher than what anybody wants it for more than 18 months, and that's affected our prices. So I'm vegan, you know, but my friends are telling me how much the cost of chicken's gone up and eggs have gone up. You know, I've certainly seen it in gasoline. I've certainly seen it in food. But inflation has really made our costs go up, and that it's just be natural for that to make you nervous about whether your plan is still up to date, whether your plan incorporates it. And not only have prices gone up, not only has living expenses gone up, and rent, and if you own your home, property taxes, but at the same time, most people have seen their portfolios drop, the value of their portfolio, over the last 18 to 24 months, right? Inflation has people and companies concerned about the economy, and so companies are cutting back, and there's some technical reasons why higher interest rates make tech companies less valuable in today's dollars. But the bottom line is most of our portfolios have gone down. So that's another concern, and this is why I think it's so important that you have a professional. Now, I'm biased. I'm a financial advisor. I've been working in the industry a long time, but you want to have a professional double check your numbers and let you know, hey, you know what, you're still okay. You're going to be fine. I suggest a fee-only financial advisor because they have a fiduciary duty to you. But, you know, you can do the numbers yourself if you want, but, you know, do you really want to rely on that 100%? If this isn't what you do for a living, right? What you do for a living, let's say you're a car mechanic. Well, I can fix my own car. But you know what, once I could afford a car mechanic, I've let a professional do that, because when I'm changing out my brake pads, when I'm doing different things, I want it done right. And it's the same thing with your financial plan. Have somebody that knows what they're doing. Double check your numbers just so that you have sleep at night factor, and they can incorporate in things like, okay, inflation has made the cost of living higher and the portfolios are down, and how does that impact you? So you want to have clarity on that. So that's another concern that I'm hearing more commonly in the last 18 to 24 months, is just wanting additional clarity on the plan, because the world has changed a little bit. And spoiler alert, the world's going to continue to change on us like this. So it's nice to have a professional in your corner. Another concern that I hear is it's called the retirement 15. And that's, you're home more, maybe you're a little more sedentary than before. And so it's not unusual to gain a couple pounds when you first retire. Just like kids when they leave home from high school and go to college, the freshman 15, this is the retirement 15. Don't let that bother you, though. You're also going to have time to cook better, to shop for healthier food, to go to the gym, to work out more. But, just know that that's natural. And I think part of that is, you don't have to be home at a certain time to go to bed, to wake up at a certain time to be at work. So, maybe you go out to eat a little more often, maybe you have a couple more drinks than you would normally. But net, most people end up being healthier the first couple years after retiring as opposed to less healthy. So those are some short-term ones, and I want to quickly share with you two of the longer-term concerns, because I think they're super important. Again, if you haven't hit the like button, hit the like button for me. And the first long-term concern is just your health. Doing what you can. We talked about it earlier as a short-term concern, but it's also a long-term concern. Do what you can to keep your health. At our age, once we lose our health, it can be hard to get back. Sometimes people never get their health back. So do what you can. Treat that like the precious resource and limited resource that it is. And then finally is really meaning and purpose. Finding your meaning, finding your purpose, and your reason for getting up in the morning. So hopefully this video has been helpful. If you enjoyed this video, I've got a video here that talks about 5 reasons to retire as soon as you can. If you're watching a video like this, you're probably interested in retiring as soon as you can, and I know you're going to find that video helpful. Thanks for watching. I'm Azul. Bye-bye.